Hey creators, it's me, Cynthia Gougian of Complete and Utter Mess, Inspired Mixed Media Tutorials. But today, I'm here with a free project for tinypandora.com. Let me tell you all about it. In this video, I'll show you how to make this cute elephant's magnet. It's an easy project and it makes a great quick gift. I've also written a free downloadable PDF to accompany this video. The PDF is perfect to print out and take to the studio with you. And it's also great for those of you who would rather read than watch. The PDF contains a complete supply list and is available at www.tinypandora.com. Ready to make some elephants? Let's go. Roll out a half a package of white, ecru, and translucent clay on the medium setting of your pasta machine. Stack the sheets of clay and then roll them through the pasta machine to the medium setting. You'll end up with a long, thin sheet of 3 colors. Trim the end. Cut a segment about 1 to 1.5 inches from the cut edge. Place that segment on the sheet, lining up the edges. Continue to cut and stack segments until you reach the end of the sheet. Once you've cut and stacked all of the segments, trim the stack into a neat rectangle. Cut the rectangle in half, then stack one half on top of the other. Make sure the lines are going in the same direction. Compress the halves with your fingers. After compressing, you'll have a solid striped block. Cut 2 slices about 1/8 of an inch thick from the striped block. They don't even have to be completely even. Roll the slices through the medium setting of your pasta machine. Make sure the rolled slices will accommodate the elephant cutter. You may have to roll the slices 1 or 2 settings thinner. Place the slices right next to each other on a sheet of deli paper or printer paper. Place the silk screen over the slices. Pat down lightly to adhere the silk screen to the clay. Place a small amount of paint at the end of the silk screen. Then use the squeegee to pull the paint across the silk screen over the clay. Remove the silk screen and immediately place it in some water. Allow the paint on the silk screen clay to dry thoroughly before moving on to the next step. When the paint is completely dry, find an area of the design that you like the best. Then cut your first elephant shape. Carefully remove the excess clay and save the scraps. Place the second silkscreen slice of clay on a tile with the silkscreen facing down. Then use the cutter to cut the second elephant. Once again, carefully remove the excess clay and save the scrap. Now you have 2 elephants that you can place trunk to trunk. Use the heart-shaped cutter to cut a heart shape from the scrap. Use small amounts of alcohol ink and the mini felt tip applicators to color in the elephants and the heart. Leave areas of the striped veneer uncolored. Use the felt tip applicators to add some metallic highlights. In this video, copper metallic paint was used. When you've finished coloring in all 3 pieces, cure them at the manufacturer's recommended temperature, tented, for 1 hour. Once the pieces are cured and cooled, use your finger to apply Bacon Bond to the back of all 3 pieces. Roll out a sheet of dark brown clay at a medium setting and place it on a tile. Place the elephants on the sheet with their trunks touching. Then place the heart shape between the elephants. Allow the pieces to sit for 5 to 10 minutes. This allows the liquid clay to set up, making it less likely that the pieces will slip when the excess clay is trimmed away. Use your craft knife to trim away the excess clay. Begin with the clay in between the elephants. Then use the craft knife to trim away the excess clay from the outside edge of the elephants. Once you've removed all of the excess clay, use a clay shaper to smooth the edges of the piece. Then cure the piece at the manufacturer's recommended temperature, tented, for 1 hour. Once the piece has cured and cooled, once again, apply Bacon Bond to the back of the elephants. Slice about 1/4 of an inch from the striped block. Roll it out on the medium setting of your pasta machine. Place the elephants on the striped slice. Allow the Bacon Bond to set up for 5 to 10 minutes. Then trim away the excess clay. Once again, begin in the space between the elephants. Then trim around the outside of the elephants. Once you've trimmed all the excess clay, use a clay shaper to smooth the edges of the piece. Then cure the piece, tented, at the manufacturer's recommended temperature for 1 hour. You can use deep shine or UV resin to give the elephants a high shine, or you can use a method I learned from Donna Cato using Cato liquid clay. Begin by applying liquid clay to the edges of the piece with a soft, flat brush. Then apply a few puddles of liquid clay to the front of the piece. Use a soft brush to move the liquid clay around the piece, covering the whole piece. Keep the liquid clay fairly thick. It should be difficult to see through. When the piece is completely covered, Cure it at 330 degrees, tented, for 10 to 20 minutes. It's important to use an oven thermometer for this method. And keep a close eye on your piece. Check it every 5 minutes until it's completely clear. And please keep in mind that I've only tested this method with Kato liquid clay. I'm not sure how other liquid clays would perform. After curing, the liquid clay provides a nice high shine. The last step is to add some magnets to the back of the elephants. In this video, I used Gorilla Glue, CA glue. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to download your free PDF at tinypandora.com. And please share any of the elephants you make on the Hooked on Polymer Facebook group or the Complete and Utter Mess Facebook page. Until next time, keep creating.